You're watching CineVerse Hub. Every frame a new flame. Let's reset the narrative around Reacher. From episode 1, the series has marketed a clean fantasy. One man walks into chaos, applies his code, and walks out untouched. No hesitation. No dependence. No cracks in the armor. But that image was never entirely accurate. Reacher wasn't operating in a vacuum. He had Francis Neagley. Not as a sidekick, not as emotional cushioning, but as calibration. She didn't just stand beside him in a fight. She saw angles he didn't need to articulate. She challenged assumptions before they hardened into action. She was the one person who could intercept a mistake before it turned fatal. Neagley wasn't backup. She was balance. And Season 4 looks ready to remove that balance completely. With Maria Stinn's involvement reportedly scaled back as her spin-off moves forward. This isn't just a casting adjustment. It's a structural shift. Reacher, as a character, is about to be placed in a configuration the show has never fully committed to before: true operational isolation. No trusted second opinion. No equal reading the room. No one quietly asking, "Are you sure?" That changes the battlefield. Early descriptions suggest a tonal pivot. Fewer explosive brawls, fewer immediate confrontations. Instead, something slower. Colder. More strategic. A long game built on misdirection and pressure rather than brute dominance. This isn't Reacher kicking down doors. It's Reacher navigating a maze where the walls move. Without Neagley, he loses something critical: perspective. She was the external processor to his internal certainty. The one who could question the obvious answer before it became irreversible. Now every decision rests solely on his instincts. And instincts, even sharp ones, can drift without resistance. Season 4 appears less interested in showcasing how hard Reacher can hit, and more interested in testing how well he can endure. Psychological traps. Delayed reveals. Enemies who don't posture in bars but wait in silence. In that environment, decisiveness becomes a double-edged weapon. When there's no one to push back, doubt doesn't vanish, it internalizes. It festers. And when exhaustion sets in, there's no partner to absorb part of the weight. That's why fans aren't reading Neagley's reduced presence as coincidence. They're reading it as design. Because this season seems built around a dangerous question. Is Reacher formidable because he stands alone? Or because he's always had just enough friction to stay precise? Solitude sharpens. But it also accelerates. Without breaks, momentum can turn reckless. The tonal shift is already visible. Tighter framing, more tension, fewer resets. Less about domination, more about attrition. This isn't a power fantasy anymore. It's a pressure chamber. And pressure reveals structure. So heading into Season 4, the real tension isn't about the villain of the week. It's this: does isolation forge Reacher into his most lethal form yet? Or does it finally expose that even the strongest operator needs resistance to stay sharp? Because sometimes the most dangerous enemy isn't the one across the room. It's the silence where your counterbalance used to stand. Drop your thoughts below, and stay locked to CineVerse Hub.